Will get us started with the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Horned Frogs offense will take the field first. They sure hope that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they try the triple coverage. I mean,
oh, he's got some space. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need. The ball down the field.
Well, this offense watched their opponents struggle in their last game. They knew that there were some places they could try to attack, especially running the football, and they wasted no time. Opening drive, and they generated an explosive play.
And the Horned Frogs, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking downfield, it's Marquez. He's got an open man. Touchdown, TCU! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
The coverage team maintained his discipline, not much doing on that return. So the Cincinnati Bearcats offense will have its first possession of the game. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get them in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give them a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was two big things. I think, one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game going on early to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened the last time.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Quick completion to the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And how about this defense? Your offense goes right down the field, scores on the first drive, and now you come out, get a big sack on 3rd down, and force a punt. You talk about creating momentum early and shutting the home crowd up. Mission accomplished.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Pulls and fires complete. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The Horned Frogs have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. To throw, it's Marquez. Makes the catch. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Hey, QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Looking to throw on first down. It's complete on the right side. Let's talk for just a second about TCU. We're at the halfway point of the season. They're sitting atop the rankings. How hard is it to maintain that focus as the season goes along?
It's really tough, and that's one thing this coaching staff's really been trying to focus on, is just to take one opponent at a time, regardless of where they're ranked, regardless of where you're playing. You've got everybody's attention. You're the number one.
Turning it on! He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
Makes the catch. It's Duggar. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Quick completion on the out. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
And how many first downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
And the Horned Frogs line it up with a first and goal. The snap sets up to throw. Trying to find the end zone. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16. And the Bearcats come to the line in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get...
This one will be stopped for no gain. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. Oh, he can't hang on. That one was nearly picked off. Instead, he'll force a 4th down. And the Bearcats will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field it close to the 50. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. From the gun, the ground game. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Leaves it with the back. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw, it's Marquez. Sets up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Horned Frogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by...
Breaks into the open. Stumbled to the ground.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier 3rd down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the 1st down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on 3rd down. And shoot, and I got 4th down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, TCU! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the 1st quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but, I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Pushes the pile for a couple of yards down at the 12. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Makes the grab. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. And that was an impressive and dominant 1st quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. The Bearcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He'll sneak it. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more.
You don't even see quarterbacks. Very often, but when you do, and it's short yardage, you kind of know what's coming, but it didn't matter. Quarterback does a great job. Find some space, keep those feet moving, just fall forward and get that yardage, and he gets the big 1st down.
The running back has it, and he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. He'll keep it himself. There he goes.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take...
Off to the races to the right. The 20. Touchdown, Bearcats. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Grabbed in the middle. It's Armour. He's loose. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Minnesota is ahead right now in Minneapolis, but that's not exactly Bronco Nagurski out there controlling the game. This one is a long way from being over. They're up by a field goal over Michigan State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
The Bearcats headed quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Flips it out on the screen. They'll stop him short of the line to gain. Stopped him just short of the 20 at the 19. It'll be 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bearcats will send out the punt unit. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Tight end now in motion. To the air. It's Marquez. The screen. He can go. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
They'll give it to the back. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
Might be calling a hot route. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that 1st down marker is. Heads up play, nose for the 1st down marker. Get in there and get it.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. A strike downfield. And he's going to score. Touchdown, TCU! A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The give to the running back from the shotgun. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. And the Bearcats with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
The Bearcats come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. And the Bearcats will bring the punt team onto the field. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get...
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
He'll return it. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Back to pass. Looking to scramble. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. And the Bearcats will hustle to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Trying to set up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. The play action fake. Here's a heat. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And when you get these quarterbacks and these offenses in 3rd and long, and you know it's passing situations, man, KD bar the door, let's rush the passer, bring everybody. You know what's coming. Get after the QB, and you cause a fumble. Great 3rd down execution by this defense.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass, it's Marquez. Hauls it in. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, TCU!
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the 2nd half.
And he tacks on the extra point.
49. Cincinnati, 7.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds the tight end. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. Finds a man in the middle. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Gonna take a shot. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. One more snap coming before halftime. The give out of the gun. He has the 1st and still on his feet. Forced out of bounds right at the 33-yard line. Really good pickup there. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Cincinnati, and we've had a lively 1st half.
The Horned Frogs will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Nothing went right in that 1st half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play. And that has to happen here on this 1st drive for the offense.
Yeah, the 1st possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete. The Bearcats will try to pin them back with the punt. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Bunch formation for these receivers. Back to pass, it's Marquez. Gets it out fast. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his back in the middle. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the 2nd half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
And an empty backfield here on 2nd and short. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw again. Got the back over the middle. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Looking to throw. Gets it to the back. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! A great catch and run for 6. On to attempt the try. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Here he comes with the return. And the returner will be dragged down. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Under fire. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Here comes the heat. Fires to the big fella. Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the first.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down in their own end. If anything, if you're looking for a silver lining, I guess the punter maybe has a little bit more room to try to get one off now on 4th.
He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. They'll go to the ground. Hard running there. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10.
Cooler 18. Let's go.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Turning it on. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw. It's Woods. Takes the easy completion. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Got enough for the first down. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Made a defender miss. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
63, Cincinnati, 7.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Give to the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
The Bearcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. It'll be a first down as he gets it to the 24-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Bearcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. Finds his tight end. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. They're setting up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And the Bearcats will punt it away on 4th down. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He takes it at the 45. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Looking to pass. It's Woods. Fires to the tight end. Breaks into the open. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking downfield on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown. And the Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and goal.
Set, ready.
Using the quick game. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the fourth, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. From the gun, running back gets to give. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. And the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. The Bearcats will line up to punt it away. And this punt will be down just inside the 30-yard line. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Woods. That's reeled in. It's Sparks. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46.
That play was designed to go to the running back. They were hoping they were going to get man coverage. And one-on-one, that back is going to win that matchup every single time.
The Horned Frogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. And that one goes incomplete, but there is a penalty flag, and they might have gotten him for OPI.
You don't see offensive pass interference called very often, so usually you know it's pretty blatant. It's pretty obvious. It's a severe push-off or, obviously trying to break up a play so you don't give up a pick, but clear offensive pass interference on that play.
Now on 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. There he goes. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Quickly out to the tight end.
Yeah, he gets the first down, and I tell you what, these are the guys you like to go to. Throw those big-body tight ends with the sure mitts over the middle of the field where you know you can get a high percentage throw. Nice catch, nice first down.
They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run. And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
On second down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to third down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the first down on second down. We don't need third downs.
Ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. They'll move the tight end. The give to the back. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Caught over the middle. It's Owen. They make the stop just across the 30 at the 31. It's 4th down. And the Bearcats decide to punt it away. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the...
Oh, he's got some space. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. With the clock running, this should be the final play. They'll ride the hot hand. And after they get him on the ground, that's going to do it. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination.